What now? What? You don't like the mood I'm in? You want me to show you a few tricks now or what? I feel terrible. Because my therapy concept flopped. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. How rotten.
You?
Why are you staring at my cigarettes like that? They're not for sensitive children like you. Got it? What?
No.
You want to see a few tricks, don't you? I knew I shouldn't have said that. Okay. I'll make you a deal. I'll make you a cute balloon animal, and you leave me in peace, okay?
Uh-huh.
All right? What's it gonna be?
Huh.
Okay, a pterodactyl then. Always the same thing. You think they look different to this? Then show me a photo.
Ooh.
A poodle. The classic. But it's only one balloon a child.
Ooh.
A poodle. The classic. You're probably wondering what I'm doing here, right? My name is Ernest. Funny Ernest. And I applied as a child therapist here. But no, Mother Superior had already found someone else. That Dr. Marcel. A nuthouse shrink. Can you believe it? I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were. That's what I get for retraining as a psychologist. Laughter is the best therapy. Great idea. I've been waiting for a gig for months. I should have stayed a plumber. Just don't ask me about Dr. Marcel. I wouldn't let that guy anywhere near my kids, even if I knew where they were. He's a bitter, evil man. He's known everywhere for hating children. Ever since a little girl shoved him down the stairs. Serves him right. That old twit. I used to be a plumber. Now I plumb people's souls. What's so hard to understand?
It was Edna's balloon. Edna's. This was certainly not the ideal tool to Lily needed some. Shawnee didn't seem to. Lily had to find some. The good old Lily had been coming here often since the self-flagellation. Hooray! How did they? Lily certainly would once again her. Lily had heard that that was. The sword was almost long enough, but Lily needed some kind of... The sword may not have reached the firecrackers or the rope, but it fit perfectly into the mesh of the clock hands. So perfectly that it got stuck in there. Now what was Lily to do? Wait until the gargoyle dropped down of its own accord? She didn't have that much time. The clock in the tower sounded duller than usual today. Was it really that late already? Done. Now only 2 pieces of evidence were left to complete. The cake was meant for Lily didn't even deserve.
What's that supposed to be? Now you want to steal my...
Lily had heard that alcohol didn't... That was certainly...
Are you trying to poison me? Get rid of that! I wouldn't even use that!
What's that supposed to be? Now, what's that supposed... Now...
Finally, there you are. Lumpy's starving. Did you get the cat food? What? And then you... Off with you! Ow! How...
Mother Superior had forbidden Lily from... But no.
You shouldn't be wandering the cafe at this strangest, and I have an alibi. You're starting to get mealtime ends and as long as the stove is out, and I don't have so there's nothing for you unless you have Mother Superior's recipe. You and I am... unless... No recipe? Yeah, then there's no... as long as the stove in the cellar is out, I won't... Don't bother. I won't be able to cook... when I get they'll be amazed.
The stove, just like the mirror. those voices again, ordering Lily too bad there were... Suka didn't see Lily didn't she didn't need Suka's attention, so why should she long for Suka to fall off the swing and break all her bones? There was no reason at all to have thought. Lily was... She'd never seen a only the dead one that appeared.
What's that now?
The good old Lily. Shawnee didn't. Lily had to. There were those voices again. Too bad. Lily remembered the rules of the convent school that you were only allowed to use firecrackers if there was a good something like that. Lily knew she wasn't food was, and when it started acting up, Lily loved the unusual. She would never have dreamed of doing it. There it was. The Golden Girl Scouts. Birgit had certainly, but why had she left it out like that? Lily didn't know what to do with all the... Up until then, she had always played marbles with severed dolls. At least they had talked to her while she played. The narrator was slowly losing interest. The truth of the matter was, no one knew what she was. decorations of the and the ornate, they really...
What's that supposed to be? An F now?
Lily got along great with... That's why she knew Doris would start throwing knives if anyone met... Lily missed. Somehow the trees seemed... The yard waste was rotting up at Lily missed some... What a shame that after all, it was... Lily would have liked to show the tree all of her great things, but it... Oh well. Lily had always liked the large painting. It showed a dining table after a big meal, with a man in the center who had found... Lily giggled at the thought that he would eat it all by himself. At night, Mother Superior played, but at this time of day, she preferred to drink her calming...
You can show me your fantastic things later. First, until you...
Edna was... Lily decided not to come back until she had removed all... It looked like the term, and one of them too bad. He would probably...
What's that now? What's that about now?
Lily would never dare play with... She wasn't...
What now? Okay, you want another? But it's only one.
Ew.
Why not?
What Lily now did was actually void of all logic, and she could already hear uproar of the online reviewer, but she did it anyway. The online reviewers sounded a bit hoarse today. Maybe they shouldn't smoke so much. Done. Now, only one piece of evidence was left to complete. The clown had just left his cigarette. He must have been in.
What do you have there? Cigarettes? No thanks. You can keep those. Of course I smoke. I'm a real rebel, remember? But only when I'm nervous. And since my nerves are like steel, it's just a hypothetical situation. I'm a hypothetical smoker, which is actually much tougher than a regular smoker.
Первое видео. Ну пока без голоса, потом с голосом будет.
Ooh, look who's if it is. You better. Or. Tell me, how come you know we're not allowed to, or did Mother Superior? You can tell your beloved Mother Superior. Ha! You're scared of your and you because what you might and see. Ha! Whoa! Now you did the nest. Have you thought if you want the recipe? I knew it. You're just not
Shawnee didn't slip. Shawnee didn't. Shawnee didn't slip. The stove just. There were those voices again. Too bad.
Hey, that's my only... But the Golden Girl Scout's badge on a ribbon? I had no idea I was talking to a genuine scout. I was a Boy Scout once, you know. Ha! Well, knock me over with my things over there. They're lying in that chest, you know. Because among scouts, there's no such thing as ownership and...
Lily was used to not. She found the enticing way the light twinkled on them a little disturbing. Shawnee did Lily. Suka didn't seem but that. Lily would have liked to show the tree all of her great things.
Я не знал, когда ты закончишь играть, чтобы видео записать. Я как раз таки ждал, когда ты закончишь играть. Ну, я думаю, я тебе мешать буду. Там, ну, своим голосом. Так. Нож был искал. Куда мне все это девать? Хрена мне нужен вообще. Может, наверное, куда-то надо. Тьфу ты, на.
What do you have there? Is that mine? Uh-huh. It's just unbelievable that a little brat like you is running around with a knife. Let me tell you, the youth of today are as rotten as next week's canned goulash. Don't you know how much damage a knife like that can do? Uh-uh. Should I show you? Uh-uh. You see? So hand it over before you hurt someone. Unbelievable. A little girl with a knife. So irresponsible. Here. Take this chainsaw instead. Now that I have my knife back, I won't need it anymore.
Спасибо. Спасибо.
Lily had a brilliant idea. High-proof alcohol was an excellent fuel set Mother Superior would. Shawnee, Lily.
Хоть и голову сплечь просто. Ладно.
Done. Lily had finished all of Edna's jobs and had gotten rid of all the evidence. She could hardly wait to tell her best friend all about it.
Lily, thank God. I have a new and much more serious problem. I can't find my diary anywhere, and all my escape plans are written in it. I even drew a map where I marked my hiding place. So forget about getting rid of the evidence. No, just forget it. It wasn't important anyway. The diary now has top priority. Please, help me look for it. It has to be somewhere around here.
Of course, Lily immediately. She immediately... Oh, man. Was that really so hard? The diary was lying right there, or hanging. The telltale drawings were dangling from the claw of a dumb... The moment Lily tried to grab the diary, the pigeon rose in the air and carried it to the roof of the convent, where it disappeared in the rafters above Mother Superior's office. Gawking certainly wasn't going to help. Once again, Lily's path led her...
What do you have there? No, but and since I'm a which is look, if it is, you better, or you're just not.
Finally, Lumpy, stop. Did you get the cat? What? And then you off with it. Ow!
The stove, just like... Shawnee, Lily... The good old Lily had... The chandelier lay broken. Now, Lily... Too bad. Lily would have liked to help, but she had her own... Lily remembered the rules of the... You were... Something like that. Lily realized that the dedication was probably only fit. Shawnee, Lily... In the meantime, Lily had collected but no treasure was as important. It was too bad. The narrator was slow. The truth of the matter was, there was no way to. Of course, Lily could have planned, but as long as no one was drawing an animation for the clock, she didn't have to hurry. The narrator was slowly. The narrator. Lily would have liked to help it, but Lily remembered the rules of the combat. Something. Lily remembered something. Lily had done enough. She was mentally slapping her own. Lily had no intention of death. She respected Birgit's accomplishment. Never in her life had she contemplated soiling Birgit's masterpiece. Lily remembered the rule. It didn't make for a very good way. Lily had seen in a picture book men in funny costumes loading their. Ever since then, she'd. Hooray! The marbles were the perfect. Shawnee did. Lily. Lily might have missed the sparrows, but her effect on Shawnee was apparent. He actually seemed a little impressed. Shawnee seemed. Lily preferred. She didn't want to risk him, but she. What could she do to get a nasty. Lily had heard that cigarettes were. Hooray! What a great job! Shawnee seemed to feel much better already. You can tell by the way his pupils were slowly rotating. What a nice animal. So proud. Such. Hopefully Lily would have time. caught the idea at the back. The stove.
Oh, you have the recipe?
Uh-huh.
Well then, let me see it! I can manage that! Duck roast for Lumpy! Good choice! All I need is the canned food for Mother Superior's meal from the cellar. But I can't start cooking again anyway! As long as the stove isn't working, Mother Superior will have to wait for the cat food! I wouldn't want to be in your shoes when you give her the news!
Lily knew from experience that it wasn't a good idea, especially when it wasn't. This had to be the canned food Dora. Lily selected. Lily had placed the. Now she just had.
You shouldn't be wandering this street, and I am. Are you here because of that? Then I am bad as long as I don't have. The strangest accidents have happened there, but I won't be able to fit anything else in there. I can't send Mother Superior's food, got it?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Lily didn't want the lunch lady had her hands full cooking Mother Superior's, and they.
There's the missing child. I was beginning to hope you'd been eaten by a wild animal on the way. But at least you brought the food. I have to finish a few tasks now. Feed Lumpy while I'm gone. And don't even think about leaving the office before the work is done.
How disappointing. It seemed Lumpy didn't feel like eating roast at all. How would Lily ever finish her task now? Lily didn't think that Lumpy. Lily didn't think that. The cheerful flower seemed to like Lily. At least it bent forward just a touch. Either there was a picture missing here. Lily didn't think. Lily kept the idea at the. Lily didn't. Lily didn't want to spoil her nice friendship. Plants were the only.
Hey, where are you going? Feed the cat.
Lily had a basic understanding. You took out the food and put the dirty plates back in. The cheerful at least. Lily knew she wasn't supposed food, and when Lily loved, she was Lily knew food, and when there were again.
Hey, will you feed the...
Lily didn't think that cat food with the cafeteria never served any. Lumpy obviously enjoyed the pigeon-flavored cat food, and it really looked like he already had an idea where to get second. Too bad the wall was too smooth for his claws.
Hey, will you feed...
Lumpy obvious, and it really looked like he already had. Too bad the wall was. Lily didn't think. Lily remembered you were something like. Someone was in a rush. Oh, that's what Lumpy had smelled. The pigeon that had stolen Edna's diary was sitting on one of the beams. It was a tricky plan, but Lily was...
My goodness, I see that Lumpy has finally had a meal. Why, this is quite a surprise. Perhaps all hope is not lost for you yet after all. And now leave me alone. Maybe I was too strict with the girl and her fellow students. They're only children after all. Was I too hasty, Lord? Should I stop Dr. Marcel from coming before he tries his new method on the children? Please, give me a sign. What's that? A dove? Or at least a pigeon of peace? Is this your sign? Should I spare the children? Oh, Lord, thank you. What? That those damn That's it! I finally reached my limit! Lily!
When Lily walked into the sleeping quarters, Edna was gone. All she found was a hastily scribbled letter on her bed.
Take care, Lilyfred. I have to go. This situation is getting too hot for me to stay. I'll wait for you at the swing tree for a bit. If you hurry, you might still catch me. Otherwise, you can find my hiding place in the map in my diary. I'm sure you've already found it, right? Stay dirty. Love, Edna.
The letter made Lily nervous. She had to catch up with Edna at all costs.
Psst! Lily, hurry, this way! The Doctor and Mother Superior are already hot on your heels.
Lily looked all around in surprise. What kind of strange place was this?
You're probably asking yourself what kind of strange place this is, right? But there's no time for explanations now. Come on, hurry!
First, Lily wanted to play with...
Where are they? They can't be far.
On the other hand, she wasn't interested in the... Lily paid no attention. First, she wanted to...
Could there be a secret passage here?
You might be right. Let me think for a...
On the other hand, she wasn't First, Lily wanted to...
Where? They can't...
On the other hand...
Stop dragging. Let's go. Stop. That's Dr. Marcel with Mother Superior. I don't think they've seen us yet.
She isn't in her bunk, but she can't be far.
I'm surprised that you tolerate this kind of insubordination in your convent.
I'll have the entire ground search for her immediately.
Do that. All of this seems unpleasantly familiar to me.
Let's go. This is our chance.
When Lily reached the swing tree, she found no trace of Edna. Garrett had vanished too, but the rest... This ball, Lily wanted it to stay in the... It had been burned. Only the map of Edna's... Lily was just trying to memorize...
Psst, Lily! Hide! Dr. Marcel and Mother Superior... Oh no! Don't let...
There she is!
Ha! You probably thought you could escape my examination, huh? Or is there another reason for disobeying Mother Superior's instructions?
Uh-huh.
Well, let's hear it. Entertain us. This is taking too long for my taste.
Was that really necessary?
Not really, but it brought some satisfaction to an old man who has had to deal with defiant children one too many times.
You must not contradict adults. You must not lie. You must not play with fire. You must not use sharp objects. You must not touch alcohol. You must not hang around dangerous places. You must not lose control. And you must never follow your own wishes. Woogie, woogie. Woogie, woogie.
Pah! Woogie indeed!
And? Did it work?
We'll find out in a moment. Lily, I'm sure you can tell me who's responsible for all the chaos in this institution. The chaos, Lily. Who's responsible?
Now start talking, you useless
Remain calm, Mother Superior. She'll answer. She'll answer. Do you know the answer, Lily? Who's responsible? You can tell me, can't you?
What's going on? What did she say?
This case is more complicated than I thought. It's eminently important that you tell me something. Do you know a girl by the name of Edna?
Why do you ask?
I think I've just pinpointed the root of all this evil. It's good that I was able to install all of the important behavioral blocks inside Lily with the aid of my new hypnotherapy.
Hypnotherapy?
Hypnosuggestion, to be precise. The light diodes that I have installed in the eyes of this stuffed rabbit help me take direct control over Lily's free will. From now on, she will behave very calmly. But here, just try it out for yourself.
Try it out?
That's right. She's now as obedient as a little lamb.
Well...
Go ahead.
Lily, serve the doctor and me some tea.
Bravo! Ha ha ha! Well, I'm thirsty anyway. What do you say now, Lily? Would you like to serve her some tea?
Psst, Lily. Don't be afraid, Lily. It's me, Garrett. Please, stay calm. You were hypnotized by Dr. Marcel, and now you're completely in his control. But don't worry, I can help you. But you'll have to come with me to my secret room. You can find the entrance in front of Mother Superior's office, in the dark corner next to the fireplace. But first, I need your help. I've been watching Mother Superior and the Doctor for a long time, and I'm very close to unveiling their evil deeds. All I need is a confession. Here, take this extract of deadly nightshade. It's a truth serum. Pour it into Mother Superior's tea. As soon as she drinks it, she'll start spilling all of her secrets. Did you understand?
Uh-huh.
Excellent.
Lily, what are you doing? You're supposed to be making us tea, not staring at paintings.
Oh, don't be so harsh on her. Lily will complete her task. But I have to confess that I have also admired your gallery. I'm especially interested in this embroidery over here. It's a bit unusual, don't you think?
Oh, that one. It's just an old keepsake. Hardly worth mentioning. I can't even remember hanging it there.
You can't? Interesting. What is it actually an embroidery of? An 8-legged unicorn?
It's only the embroidery of a dumb, irresponsible child. Nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
Lily! You plum, do you really want to...
The hypnosis? It was probably
The whole if I could...
But please, Mother Superior, do calm down. Lily will complete her task, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, please bring her some be so kind.
Lily didn't show it, but she was serving more tea was no. But where would she get more?
Shh, don't talk to me. Just pour the you do still have the I knew I could read.
Serving more tea was no. But where would she get? It seemed boring to Lily, but Lily suspected that the deadly nightshade would have the same, or at least now it just had to.
How
Hello, Lily. You're not going to play with fire. I just want to...
Lily carefully placed the kettle on the hook and made sure not... Lily's specialty was, she called it pure truth, a blend of rooibos and deadly nightshade.
Finally, it's about time. Stupid chop, chop, chop.
Are you feeling all right? You are downright hysterical.
It's that embroidery. It reminds me of my childhood. I was such a stupid child. I so wanted to have a unicorn for a pet. A unicorn? Can you believe it? But what they gave me instead was a tarantula.
Ah, then you're the one who embroidered this.
Shaggy died while I tried to attach a board to her forehead with a nail gun. I was such a stupid child. I loathe children.
I understand.
The adults seemed to be busy with adult problems. This was Lily's chance. There seemed to be some, but Lily couldn't.
Hello, Lily. You're not going to play with fire. You know that Mother Superior...
Something weird was happening. Mother Superior usually made her tea.
Well done, Lily. I've heard everything I wanted to hear. Mother Superior's obviously gone gaga. I'd already suspected that. Now hurry. Come to me in the secret room. There's a hidden door in the dark corner in front of the office. Right next to the fireplace outside.
Yes.
Oh, damn. Of course you can't make any light. You're not allowed to play with fire. I'd completely forgotten about that. One moment. Let me think. I think I have an idea. There isn't any way to break through a block created by hypnosis. Unless you get hypnotized again. It's risky, but you could put yourself in a trance and fight the block directly in your own subconscious. But be warned, the world inside a trance is an eerie place. It's like a parallel universe that only exists in your mind. Traversing it without the guidance of a trained hypnotist has its dangers, and the blocks created by the doctor will probably appear as powerful demons that you can only defeat in a mental duel. Did you understand all that? You don't have to. Not yet. Just use the stuffed rabbit to hypnotize yourself. Once you're in a trance, look for the inner demon that's preventing you from making a fire and destroy him.
You must not play with fire. Woogie.
Oogie.
Woogie.
With the rabbit's help, Lily had returned into a trance. At first glance, everything had seemed unfamiliar and strange. Completely alone, she cowered inside a cold cave that was illuminated by the giant, suspicious eye of Mother Superior. so there really wasn't much difference to reality.